What's up, everybody? It's me, Feather. Welcome to Feathered Leo Tarot, where it's Leo here all the time. It doesn't matter where it's at in your chart or if you're a cross watcher. Hello, welcome back. I'm Feather. I'm a success and wellness coach. Pull tarot cards. We talk about a situation, give you some advice, and it's up to you on whether or not it resonates and what you do with the advice. Okay. Come on in and pull up a chair. If you're here during the live, thumbs up and click that live chat button down below. We're going to see what comes through from a Leo's today. We've had some, I'm just going to say it, we've had some strange readings lately. Don't even deny it. So I am connecting to different groups of Leos, apparently. What is going on? Give me just a second. Video capture device number 1. There we go. Technology. Who knew? Who knew? Giving me problems. But we have definitely had some strange readings. I am tapping into different groups of Leos, apparently. And that's okay. Problem resolved. Ooh, what did you do? You resolved some sort of issue, or the universe did. You've gone through some sort of transformation. Something is changing. Family harmony. Hello? This could be involving children. This could be involving a relationship of any kind, or it could be family. And a romantic partner. Good Lord, what did you do? I want to stop right there. I just want to stop right there. Transitional energy. Problem resolved. The worst is behind you. The turbulence, the ocean, the emotional turbulence is behind you. You're on solid ground now with someone or something. This is beautiful. Like, you're headed towards family harmony. I don't know if you have children. This is whatever. I'm going to have to pull on what that turbulence was. You know I'm going to have to do that because, yeah, I'm nosy. And you've got romantic partner. Stroking his ego right there. Stroking his ego. That's cute. Well, it's time to dig in. Because I got to know what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? Is that Marvin Gaye? What's going on? I gotta add songs. To the playlist. So we do have a playlist for channeled music, but the last 2 days I don't think I added any. Oh. Okay, we'll pull this deck. Let's talk about problem resolved. What was the problem? What was the problem? Could be family issues, relationship issues. You've been all kind of tangled up and tied up. Conflicted. Yeah. Maybe just a lot going on in your life. Let's talk about it. A lot of chaos. Okay. Just stagnancy, chaos. Oh, heartache. Okay. So it looks like a lot has gone on in your turbulence, you know. This could have been you standing up for yourself. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Pisces, and then Capricorn energy. It's like, you know what, despite all the pain that you've gone through and being stuck and trying to see things from everybody else's perspective and taking care of everything and everybody else, it's like, I believe you stood up for yourself. I don't think you severed ties with anybody. I think you stood up for yourself. Like, put them up. You know, I'll handle my business. And a lot of times we get that point because we're stuck. We're stuck in a rut. We can't find our way out. This could have been with limiting beliefs, fears, doubts, insecurities. This could have been addictions, that kind of stuff. Unhealthy dynamics, unhealthy partners, that kind of stuff. I believe this is you just standing up. Stand up. And healing some sort of heartbreak. It's like doing it all on your own. All of it, all on your own. Trying to do it all on your own. That's what just came through. Trying to maintain and manage everything and everybody and handle all of the shit. That's turbulence. That's an emotional ocean right there. Well, things are going to be clearing up very soon. You're going to be feeling better energetically very soon. This could have been fears of heartbreak and pain, but I believe this is just a lot of issues that you've had to deal with, and it became a problem. It just became too heavy, so you finally had to do something. And I believe that something happened in heart space, and I'm gonna delve into that in just a sec. Something happened in heart space, and I believe you've been doing it all on your own. You had to let go of some ish. Now, this could have been a person, but I believe if we're talking energetically speaking, this is heart-centered healing that assisted you in standing up for yourself. Heartbreak, heartache, fear of being hurt, all sorts of stuff. The moon, this is something that you were doing on your own. You talk about pain and heartache. You stood up for yourself. There you are, the Emperor. I get a hair every now and then on my microphone. Sorry about the noise, y'all. But it like if I lean in, it'll get in my eyeball. It'll touch my face. It'll be just weird. Okay, so that's what I'm doing when I'm doing that. This was something that you did have to stand your ground on. Okay. So this is centering around deep emotions, emotional wounding, emotional pain. This could have been deception and all of those things that happened, but you had to let go of whatever this was, what was going on in the moon. Lack of confidence, not taking action. This could have been surrounding a lifetime of pain. This could have been children, family issues. This could have been your whole life, shit stemming from childhood, or relationship, marriage breakups, that sort of thing, where you weren't transitioning. You were staying stuck in a transitional stage. So you haven't been possibly having a lot of, now some of you could have been third parties, addictions. It could have been all kind of wounding. When I see the 10 of Cups reversed, that could be like just, you didn't have a great life growing up. You know, maybe you didn't know what love was, that kind of stuff. But without going that deep into it, you were unhappy for a long time. Maybe you didn't even realize how unhappy you were or how burdened you were by all of this stuff that you had to do. And then sometimes it's like finally you're able to be quiet for a moment, and then you're like, damn, I've gone through so much shit. I can't believe all the stuff I went through. So it's like you took some sort of time out here to do some reflection and to go deep inside your emotional body to address some heavy wounding here or some fears. Okay? But you did it. You did it. Emperor energy. You took control of this. Again, it could have been a situation, but I believe this was a lot more than just one thing. I believe it was a lot more than just one thing. Let's talk about family harmony. I love that. Maybe forgiveness is a big deal, like when it comes to these kinds of things. Maybe you just didn't even realize how hurt you've been. There you go. Things that were unbalanced, not balanced at all. 6 of Cups reversed, 6 of Coins reversed, the Justice reversed. Family harmony. So you're bringing, I mean, this is like, I don't even like watching readings that say shit like this, but I'm going to say like generational I mean, this goes back through your whole entire life. This is shit that maybe you were taught or how you were treated. This is years, possibly 10 plus years of heartbreak. One person, many people, your whole entire family, everybody said fuck you and just took advantage of you, that kind of shit. Lots of stuff happened in whatever this was that you did or you've been doing. Shadow work. What is shadow work? It just means that you're sitting back and you're quiet and you're reflecting upon things you've done, people you've hurt, people that hurt you. It's just kind of reflecting on that stuff. And then a lot of it just has to do with forgiveness. You can be like, yeah, I forgive everybody and everything, and let's move on. The universe knows whether or not you've actually forgiven yourself or forgiven others. It's felt. You know, you can't fake that one. The universe is going to feel it. This is true forgiveness of self for what you've been through, what you've done, allowing other people to do to you. That's deep. That's very deep. Let's just talk about that one more time. Fred said, say it again. This is touching. It's very touching to think about this. But when you actually do true shadow work and you go within those emotions and those pains, it involves your memories, your thoughts, and your emotions. And it's a review of things you've done to others that hurt them, things that people have done to hurt you, experiences you've experienced throughout your entire life, and actually forgiving yourself for hurting others, for hurting yourself by being with those people, for forgiving yourself for not knowing any better, forgiving those people for hurting you because maybe they didn't know any better, right? It's just a lot of deep healing happened here in the heart space. Hey, Purple Royalty. And it was surrounding a lot of things. This was not just one person for most of you. This looks like some of you been on a very long spiritual awakening, spiritual journey to you, to finding out who you are. And I believe that this has been all a part of grace. Like, because of this, now grace. Like, you can breathe. It's ease in the heart space. It's very warming from what I'm feeling. And it's like tender spots. Maybe your family didn't love you. Maybe you didn't have a family. Maybe you didn't know what love was. Maybe you haven't been loved for a long time. Maybe a lot of different things. But you chose to stand up and address this. Address it. So again, maybe you haven't had reciprocal love in your life. Maybe you haven't had a soulmate or a twin flame. Maybe you don't know what love is. Maybe you haven't had reciprocation or help or support from any damn body. Shannon's here. Hey, beautiful thing. And justice. Just like one injustice after the other. One fucked up thing after the other. One person fucked you over after another. One thing after another. So maybe this could be a divorce or separation. But I believe this is not belonging anywhere. Not feeling like you belong anywhere. No friends. No lovers. Not much happening here. You just feel lost. Maybe you've been lost out in the world doing your own thing for a long time, and you've had to be a fighter. You've had to fight for yourself. You've had to be strong, and you've had to kind of it goes against your nature because you're a very loving individual. You know, you're very strong and confident, but it's almost as if inside, it's like, on the outside, yeah, you're tough as nails. You can handle shit, no problem. But on the inside, you're soft and squishy. But you have had to become strong on the inside now too. You know, it's like finally the inside is matching the outside. Okay? Because that's what firm and yet compassionate, that is an emperor. The emperor goes through a lot of shit, has experienced a lot of stuff, and knows how to be a friend, a lover, a provider, a protector, a nurturer, a guide, all of it. A BFF, a bro, a sis, can handle it all. So I believe on the outside, you were tough and you had to stand up for yourself a lot in life. But on the inside, you were very soft, and people took advantage of that. People may have taken advantage of that your whole life, which turned into you having to be tough, but there was damage done on the inside. Okay? So that's family harmony, bringing it back into harmony here for yourself moving forward, for you and your children moving forward. You may not be able to go back and, you know, maybe your parents are no longer around. Maybe your parents have passed away. Maybe your family members are all gone. Maybe, you know, it's just you and your children and your children's children, that kind of stuff. So it's not about going backwards to helping, and you can't go back and help fix anybody else. But what you can do is repair yourself, and that brings harmony and balance to you, which changes you and helps you become a better parent and a better guide, a better teacher, a better provider, all of the things that the emperor is, male or female, moving forward. So this is something I believe you've had to deal with your whole life. This is very deep wounding that it looks like nobody else assisted you with. Nobody else helped you with. There was nobody else there. Or nobody else cared. Nobody else saw your suffering, or nobody else cared. There was no support. There was no love. No generosity for you. Fuck you. You figure it out on your own. I mean, maybe that's how you grew up. I'm talking to some people that have dealt with some tough love shit right here in their lives. I got Libra, Pisces, Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Capricorn. Yeah. You were out here trying to figure it out on your own most of the time in life, huh? Some of you, I don't see it, but it's possible that you were let go of young and you had to figure it out on your own. Yep. There's the Five of Swords. Just take what you can take. Some of you, I'm getting that you had to just take what you could carry and go. Like nobody assisted you in starting your new life or starting your adulthood, or nobody for whom this reading is for. It's almost as if there was no guidance or support for the last 10 plus years, maybe even just growing up and in childhood. Maybe you didn't have a very happy childhood growing up, a very happy family life. Well, you know what? You have done something dynamic for yourself, which is going to improve yourself and improves your relationship with yourself, your children, and your family moving forward. It's like not going back. No. That would be bad. That it's like you can't turn back the hands of time, but you can change things moving forward. Okay. I mean, you may have had to just pick up what you could and go from at a early age. You may not have been given any kind of like, hey, this is what a mortgage is. This is what a great relationship looks like. These are the things you look out for. You may not have been handed things or handed help. You may not have had the best of life. May not have been the worst either, but sometimes support and love goes a long fucking way, doesn't it? Just knowing that there's somebody there caring about you, that goes a long way. It helps keep you balanced. But I think you've had to just figure it out. Figure all of it out. It's like, here, figure it out, Here's some clothes. Here's a $20 bill. Here's a bus ticket. Have fun. So I believe you've had to figure it all out on your own. And that kept you in kind of a struggle energy. Kept you stuck. 2 of coins. It could just be the last 10 years for some of you. Some of you 4 to 10 years. But it's almost as if you've just had to do it. Nobody. And when you get to the point where you just have to do it and you're getting by and you're doing it on your own, it's almost like nobody questions that. They don't even bother you, because on the outside you look like you have it all together, but on the inside there's no support, there's no help. You're drowning on the inside. You're in pain. Nobody sees that though, because what would they do? Nothing. Yeah, that's who I'm looking at. And it's not that you have a negative mindset. I mean, you may, but it's like they didn't before, so why would they give a fuck now? Yeah. So it's kind of like you're wandering around in circles. These cards aren't matching the energy per se that I'm feeling. But I got 5 swords, 2 of coins reversed, 3 of wands reversed, and the 4 of cups. It's like you're just wandering around, lost, trying to figure it out. Because there's nobody giving you pointers. There's nobody directing you to nobody's helping you out. You're figuring it out all on your own. It's like, well, if I stumble and I fall, okay. If I gotta take what I can get, I'll take what I can get. If I just got to make my ends meet, I'll do what I got to do to make my ends meet. You got a lot going on here. But you've got a strength about you that is undeniable. Okay? I wouldn't want to piss you off, number 1. Number 2, I wouldn't want to upset you by pissing off or hurting one of your children, because you'd probably hurt me. But I'm just saying, I'm not that kind of person anyway. But I feel mama bear, daddy bear energy, you know what I mean? And it's like, maybe you've had to be mama bear for yourself or daddy bear for yourself. It's not that you're a fighter. You've had to be. Okay. It's like, you're not out here to hurt anybody. But you'll do what you got to do to survive. That's the energy that I feel you have been in. And all of that's behind you now. I feel kind of smooth sailing energies coming in here. And I hope to hell so. So where are we headed from here? Family harmony. What do you want to say about family harmony moving forward? Because it's facing forward, not looking back. There's the King of Pentacles. There's the Judgment. Seeing this. You're seeing this. Okay. Where you haven't seen it before. There's the Moon in reverse. Okay. So you're working through these issues, the shadow work, these emotions, this stuff that has kept you stuck from moving on, from moving forward. Maybe from moving forward into a relationship that held you back from having children, getting into a relationship where you could have kids, peace and harmony and ease within your own family dynamic or between you and your children, that kind of stuff. Things are going to be smoothing out because you're making some judgment calls. Again, you're the emperor here, so you have to make decisions. You have to make big decisions in your life. So this is not dealing with somebody else in regards to family matters and family harmony. It's you bossing up and making the wisest decisions that you can, seeing through. It's like, whatever I got to do, I got to do it. If I got to get a better job, I'll get a better job. I got to take care of my children. If it's, I got to defend myself and stand up for myself, I'll do it, because you know what? This is mine. So a lot of you are the breadwinners, protectors, providers, decision makers in your family. And it just may be just you. Some of you may be, it's like you've just been stuck. You haven't been feeling very successful. You haven't feeling like things have been improving. All of the sixes are in reverse. This is fucked up. This is so fucked up. It's the first time I've ever seen this in a reading. 6 of Wands, 6 of Swords reversed. 6 of Cups, 6 of Coins reversed. Have you had any kind of success? Have you felt like you have just been absolutely zero successful in your life? Nothing moving forward? No advancement? How about reciprocation? Anybody to talk to? Anybody to hang out with? Anybody to spend time with? Any love? Any support? Totally out of balance. We're talking sixes. Sixes are equal. It's basic balance with another person or with other individuals. Do you even have good friends? Do you have a best friend? Do you have anybody you can depend on? I'm getting that there's some imbalances in your life. That's all I'm saying. There's a lack of growth on a basic level. There's a lack of success or advancement on a basic level. Like nothing is improving. Nothing's changing. Stuck. Nothing's flowing. The vibration is blah right there. Like, I don't even know if you're okay. You're okay. But there's a not really attached to that. Are you okay? Not really. There's an underlying not really attached to that. Like, are you okay? Sure. But what I'm hearing is, not really. Not really. That's the title of this today. Not really, Feather. Not really. Well, things are about to shift. Because there's some decisions that you're having to make as a provider, financial decisions, big decisions that you're having to make. Okay? It's going to be different for each one of you, but this could be divorce. It could be separation for some of you. It's just like, let's make some decisions here to get you moving in the right direction, because right now you're stuck in a flow, and that flow is going nowhere. You're stuck in a rut. You're stuck in a continual loop of going nowhere. I'm not saying you're not doing good and you're not doing well for yourself, but it's like, can we just get some sort of movement here? Nothing's improving. How many of you feel like nothing is improving? Like we're just here. Better than chaos and challenges, but not quite successful. You okay? Most days, but not really. What is this dealing with? So you got some decisions coming up that's going to benefit you. Okay, it is involving family, so it's like you're the one that's got to do it. You don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. But you'll do it. Okay. So again, a lot of you, this is forgiveness of past issues, forgiving yourself. Don't forget, even as the breadwinner and as the main provider and the person that has to make the big decisions in the family, from you know do I have the child, do I not have the child, do I move, do I take the job, what do I do? These are big decisions. And it's like, okay, well, you're not wanting to have to make these decisions, right? Maybe you don't want to move. Maybe you don't want to take a leap of faith. Maybe you're not ready for a relationship. Maybe you don't want to have to relocate your whole family. Maybe you don't want to have to sell your house and do all these things and all of this stuff. Okay, whatever happens happens. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your situation is your situation. You will come to terms with it in time. And don't forget to forgive yourself and others, because that's part of what you've had to deal with. When we make these big boss decisions, we have to forgive ourselves for maybe the kids don't like what the fuck we got to do. Well, you know what? I got to do what I got to do. I got to do what's best for all of us. I have to make those executive decisions. So it looks like there's been a lack of movement, a lack of enjoyment. It's like you're not fighting things. You don't want to have to fight things. You don't want to have to, maybe you just haven't had the energy to have to make these decisions, or to be in a relationship, or to whatever this is for you. Vague. Yeah, you're being vague with me. But in time, you will get back into flow. Okay? And I think forgiveness has a lot to do with you getting into flow. Like, forgiving yourself for where you are, for what you've been through, actually assists you in improving your family dynamic. Okay? I think forgiveness has a lot to do with getting back into that emotional flow. There's a flow that happens in the world, in the energy, and it's like you've just been there. You're like, I'm okay, but Forgiveness has a lot to do with it. Of self, of others. And this is going to actually, true forgiveness is going to shift things for you financially and otherwise. Maybe you were being dumb. Maybe you did stupid shit. Maybe you were childish. Maybe you didn't fucking know. Whatever it is that happened, And again, it could be childhood, more immature or younger adult bullshit, okay? That got you to this point right here where you're having to forgive people and things from the past. Maybe you were in your teens to upper, maybe 13 to 12, 13, 14 to like age 25, somewhere in there. Okay. Or you could be dealing with adult children of that age, that kind of stuff. But I believe this was before you knew how to stand up for yourself. That felt right to say. This was shit that happened before you knew how to stand up for yourself. This was before you knew how to speak up. Before you had a voice. Forgive yourself for that shit. You didn't know any better. You have to have those experiences to learn how to be the voice of reason and to see things clearly and to make I mean, you went from childish, immature to not knowing how to stand up for yourself, or knowing how to stand up and speak your truth, speak your voice, and now you don't even have to speak. You just rule with your decisions. Like, you don't even have to fight it. You don't have to fight anybody anymore. You don't have to be that fighter, because now you're King of Swords. You're showing me growth. And I don't know, this is you like looking back over time and saying this is what you've been dealing with or healing. This is what's been healing. Thanks, Spirit. So this is like, you got what it takes. Your Emperor status. You're showing up as Emperor, King of Swords, and King of Pentacles. Male or female, this is the energy showing up. And that's like real deal in reality. You are somebody that is strong. Somebody is capable of making decisions. Somebody that is capable of protecting and providing. That it's a very strong masculine energy. So some of you, most of you might be men or masculines, or you are now in your masculine energy. It doesn't matter. You may not have been able to stand up for yourself as a child or when you were younger. You may have done some stupid shit, or you may have been swayed. Okay? We all do. But this is forgiving yourself for that and healing that time period. It was a time period between the age of 12 and 25 for most of you. It was a 10-year period. It was about a 10-year period. But I believe it was between the ages of 12 and 25, somewhere around there. So there was some stupid shit that maybe went down in your life. Maybe you didn't know how to life. Okay? Maybe you had children that you weren't expecting. Maybe you made some really dumb choices. Okay? Well, you're not that same person anymore. And I think maybe you've held yourself back. This is like you reminiscing about all the shit in your past. Wow. So you're showing me growth through time, and this is beautiful. So now let's look at this romantic partner here. Like, don't hold yourself back anymore. You know, we're not those idiots anymore. We're not that dumb that we used to be anymore. Right? We learn and we grow, and you are King and Emperor energy. I think you got this. And if you don't know how, you'll figure it out very quickly. I mean, you could be very financially stable, responsible for everything, make the big decisions. You handle shit. And what you had to do before this point is what you had to do. So forgive yourself. You know, send it off with love and light. Okay, so there's a romantic partner that you're, oh boy, look at that, 10 of Cups. Okay. Finish up this healing, whatever this is. Forgive and forget and all that shit, or forgive and move on and all that stuff, because this is keeping you stuck from moving on to a romantic partner. This is what you're wanting. You're wanting family. You're wanting family life. You're wanting stability. You're wanting support. You're wanting a very supportive, protective individual in your life. You're wanting somebody that is just as experienced as you are in life and knows how to be a spouse. That's what you're saying to me. You're screaming at me. But there's something about you that maybe you just kept repeating cycles with people, or you kept attracting people that were not on your level. Let's just say nowhere near close your level. So this time around, your energy is actually attracting something different. I think this might shock you a little bit. Okay? So finish up this healing and this forgiveness, because it's very important with the next romantic partner that's coming in. Okay? Your heart is saying you're ready. Everything else, like your mental mind, is not. There's still this that has to be addressed. So you're working through this, right? The forgiveness is very important. And I'm talking about not just saying, I forgive them. Nah, bitch. It ain't about them. It's about you. if you're a blamer and you're turning everything outwards to everybody else, this is really your reading. If you're focusing on everybody else and what they've done and what they've did and fuck them, fuck that, and fuck whatever, this is your reading, because this is, you got some work to do. It's inner work. It's inner work, and it's deep, and it's going to be painful, and you may not be ready for it. You may never heal this, especially if you're still venomous and bitchy about everything that's ever happened to you. I'm talking about true forgiveness. True forgiveness from the heart. Like, no matter how fucked up the pain and the trauma and the agony was, I've got nothing left to hold on to. I've got nothing left except for to forgive myself for allowing it to happen, putting myself in that position with those things and that stuff, and forgiving them for not knowing any better. Lenny Kravitz, Human Nature. Thanks, Shannon. So this is a lot to do with forgiveness, true forgiveness. And that is what's going to potentially move you forward to this next relationship. This next relationship, or maybe you're in this relationship now, it's still going to benefit from you forgiving, for the forgiveness of the forgiveness, the true forgiveness. Because it can go the distance, and it can be very loving. Sincerely loving. I mean, that's nice. But this has got you stuck. This healing has got you stuck. Your heart's ready for it. The rest of you has to be ready for it. You're not ready to fight for love. You're not ready to go all in. You're not ready to stand up for love just yet. I think there are a lot of you that are really upset. There we go. There's the upset. I think there's a lot of you that are really upset that nobody ever supported you or helped you out or took care of you or whatever. That ain't nobody else's job but your own. Yeah, you never had guidance or somebody to truly support you. You know what? You always got yourself, and you've always got the universe. This is the clarity that you need. Right there. And it's always your decision. It's your decision one way or the other. To take action on this and actually address it. So, you're the one standing between you and what it is you truly want and desire. So, being honest with yourself is of the utmost importance here. Who are you mad at? Daddy issues? Mommy issues? Angry at religion? Teachers? Leaders? There's anger here. Underneath this pain, I feel resentment and anger. This is what needs to be addressed. There's the hiding it. And there, underneath the hiding it, hold on, there's the cycle, the repetitive cycle. This is a karmic lesson. There's the stress and anxiety. You got to choose yourself to get unstuck from this cycle. It's a repetitive cycle. I told you, you've dealt with this for a long time. Let's close up this chapter of anxiety and stress and pain. And let's stop avoiding looking at the deeper issues, right? Maybe we don't trust in the universe. Maybe we don't trust in the leadership of our country. Maybe we don't trust in ourselves. Maybe we don't trust or believe our intuition or our higher self. Whatever this is, maybe you've never had a father figure. Maybe you've never had a great relationship. anybody supportive in your life guiding you. Maybe you've not had a lot of great guidance. Maybe you went through a divorce or separation with a horrible person. Maybe you got married too young. That kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Maybe you had children and got married too young. Maybe you had to. It's those things looking back and forgiving yourself for those things looking back. And again, age 12 to 25, some things happened in there for some of you, but it was a period of 10 years or more. Going all the way back through childhood for some of you. This is actually what improves yourself, especially if you're wanting a love relationship, and you're wanting a 10 of Cups. If you've never known what 10 of Cups is, how do you know when you find it? How do you know what it looks like? That's the problem. That's the problem for most of you. If you're wanting a 10 of Cups with somebody, a happily ever after, if you've never experienced in your life, and you've never experienced it, or it didn't last long, 10 of Cups reverse over here, how do you know when you got it? You got to have it before you offer it to somebody else. You got to have that family harmony, and you've got to have it within yourself, and you got to be happy with where you're at, content with or without somebody before you get the 10 of Cups. You got to know what it feels like. So if you are in this position where you're stuck, all the sixes are in reverse. No love, no communication, no balance. Everything is out of balance for you. You feel like everybody has wronged you in your life. Then we need to go deeper on this and figure out who we need to forgive and why. And who's actually the one serving up the injustices. I feel like they all wronged me. They all fucked me over. If that's you, and you're pushing all the blame and shame or blame outside of yourself, this one's you. This is your message. It ain't about nobody else, regardless of what they did to you. Should they have abused you or mistreated you? No. And as long as you got that handled legally and all that shit, then do what you got to do. It happens with inside of self. Because if you're bitter and you're feeling this way, everybody judges me, everybody treats me bad, everybody does me wrong, you're singing the same song, and you're going to continue to vibrate that out, and those people are going to continue to hurt you. You're going to keep attracting people that keep doing you wrong. When you finally release the shit and heal the shit on a deeper level, then things will start improving and moving in your life. It's not about anybody else. It's about you, what you're thinking and feeling. And a lot of these things may have happened long ago, so you may not know that you have some limiting beliefs. Forgiveness is very important here. All right? That's what I got for you. Them's the words, them's the messages. I hope that you enjoyed the show today. You know how to get a hold of me. If you would like a private session, links are in the description or pinned at the top of the chat. And I do appreciate your donations of love. They are very much loved and appreciated. Keeps me coming back to give y'all more. You know how it goes. This was a deep reading today. But if you've been caught in that round and round you go, same bullshit. Next day, new day, same shit. Then this reading was for you. Okay? Being at peace puts you in the flow. Being at peace with your past and all the things that people have done and said to you, that's true forgiveness. That puts you at peace. And that puts you in the flow automatically. Because it raises your vibration. It takes you from a Knight of Swords to a King of Swords, to an Emperor, because you're capable of being understanding and having strong boundaries. And it's also empowerment. That's true empowerment, when you can know who you are, know where you've been, and know how to forgive yourself and others regardless. That's true empowerment. You're welcome. Until next time, you know I love you. Namaste.